Father Christmas is of course seen as the embodiment of all that is good about the most wonderful time of the year. Perhaps the most famous character to represent the exact opposite is Ebenezer Scrooge, the old miser of Charles Dickens's A Christmas Carol. Scrooge's story has been told many times on film, and here's a close-up look of the 1970 musical version that starred Albert Finney. He was cast just 3 weeks before the film started shooting. This might have suggested last-minute production problems, but director Ronald Neame was still comfortable enough to invite BBC cameras in for a fascinating tour behind the scenes.
And playback!
This is
Background action!
the tail end of a musical sequence where Scrooge is followed home, on his way home on Christmas Eve, by half a dozen urchins. They're little monsters who taunt him and tease him, and you heard a bit of the music then. They sing, Father Christmas, he's the meanest man in the old wide world, you can see it. And all the time that he's going home, Scrooge collects debts off all the people that owe him money. Albert Finney, of course, is in this shot, and I must say a splendid Scrooge he makes, too.
I got into it all rather quickly, but I was just extremely attracted by the thought of playing the character. I mean, when I read the script, I liked it very much, and the juices started to work inside, you know, and I hadn't read a script that had that effect on me for some time.
I hate people. I hate people. People are despicable creatures, loathsome, inexplicable creatures, good-for-nothing, kickable creatures. I hate people. I abhor them.
When you're making a musical, you're subject to a tremendous amount of discipline. We have to be tremendously precise. Sometimes I have to make 2 or 3 lines fit into an absolute slot between 2 phrases of music. And the music you hear here is what we call a playback. The music is already recorded, the boys have already done their singing, and now, of course, they're singing to their own voices.
33, take 1. And playback! Father Christmas, Father Christmas, Father Christmas, Father Christmas. On his Merry Christmas one!
The camera, I don't know whether the camera is of interest to you. It's the newest thing out, and it's really marvelous. I don't think any film has been made in this country on this camera before. And, well, I would just love to say wonderful things about it, but that's to technical people, perhaps, rather than to you. This, obviously, you see the camera is always mobile, goes up and down, but see, just run that forward and see. The camera never really stops moving.
Oh.